Neurodiversity-Informed online course design. Cognitive load. Cognitive load is an important factor that influences learning. It is the amount of mental effort needed to process information and complete tasks at a specific time and within the limits of working memory. It describes how students take in, organize, and use information, recognizing that working memory can only handle a finite amount at once. When cognitive load is well managed, students can focus their mental resources on meaningful content. When cognitive load is excessive, it can overwhelm working memory, making it harder for students to understand, retain, and apply new information. This is especially important for neurodivergent students who may be more affected by high cognitive demands. Traditional online course designs can unintentionally increase cognitive load through confusing navigation, inconsistent layouts, or inaccessible content. These design issues can place disproportionate strain on neurodivergent learners, making it harder for them to keep up, stay organized, and fully engage with the material. The triarchic theory of cognitive load distinguishes three types of mental load placed on working memory: intrinsic, extraneous, and germane. Intrinsic load is the mental effort required to understand the core content of a task. It relates to the inherent complexity of the material itself, prior knowledge and expertise, and degree of abstractness. For example, concrete examples have a lower intrinsic load than abstract ones. Intrinsic load can be managed by sequencing and scaffolding. Extraneous load refers to the mental effort required by how information is presented or tasks are designed, and does not contribute to learning, for example, unclear instructions or unnecessary distractions. Extraneous cognitive load often results from suboptimal instructional design, poor navigation, or ineffective multimedia elements. Extraneous load can be managed by removing distractions and reviewing instructions. Germane load is the mental effort required to process information and build knowledge structures, organizing of ideas, and forming connections. Germane load can be managed by content maps, summaries, and explanations. Inclusive online course design should aim to decreasing extraneous cognitive load and increasing germane cognitive load. Intensified extraneous cognitive load disproportionately affects neurodivergent students. Poorly designed online courses can impose avoidable extraneous load by forcing learners to attend to multiple information sources simultaneously, known as split attention, and exacerbate difficulties in attention, processing, and sensory load. Several critical areas can impact cognitive load in online learning, including design, delivery, environment, instruction, and support. How can these factors negatively impact cognitive load? Course design, poor layout, and inconsistent navigation. Examples: multiple folders with vague titles like modules stuff, or folders labeled as readings, duplicate links, or important materials buried in long announcements. Delivery, pacing and modality. Examples: content covered fast with no opportunity for questions. Lectures have background noise, low volume, or unclear screen sharing where text is too small to read. Slides are packed with dense text while the instructor is simultaneously speaking different information. Learning environment, flexibility and predictability. Examples: due dates for major assignments are close together, late submissions are not accepted, or weekly activities have inconsistent due dates and times. Instruction, task complexity, scaffolding, and assessment structure. Examples: jumping to complex content without assessing understanding of basic concepts and definitions. Descriptions and instructions for activities and assignments are unclear. And finally, academic and technological support, such as clear guidance and responsive assistance. Examples: taking 5 days to reply to a student with a question on how to create a thread in the discussion forum, or not including clear and easy-to-find information for tech support. All of these areas play a key role in managing overall cognitive load. Carefully evaluate every element of online learning environments. Determine its effect on cognitive loads and decide whether to include the element. Sensory overload is related to course design, not a student deficit.